Hi, my name's Heather. Hi. I'm an OT. I'm going to be assessing your hand and your wrist today. So I'm just going to start out by taking some measurements. So what we're going to start with, I want you to rest that right elbow on the table for me. Good. And all you're going to do is if you can bend that arm kind of to the side and just hold it there. You can let the fingers kind of relax too. Okay, and then if you can flip it the opposite way for me and try to straighten that hand out. Thank you. Okay, and then with your hand flat on the table, what I want you to do is bend it towards the pinky side. Okay. Okay, and then bend it towards the thumb side. Okay, so for this one, I want you to bend that arm up again. And what I want you to do is make a fist, but keep those fingers straight. Okay, and I'm just going to take a measurement. Okay, pick it back up. We'll get the last two. Okay, I'm going to pick that hand back up again. This time you're going to make a full fist, kind of like a bear claw. Perfect. Okay, you're going to keep that position. I'm just going to measure down the line. We'll measure that next joint. So for the next one, what I want you to do is just keep that hand open for me. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to line this ruler up, and all you're going to do is try to touch the ruler and slide the finger all the way down. Okay, so we're going to start with that index finger. Perfect. Just keep going. It's okay if the other fingers bend. Okay. Next finger. Good. Last finger. Good. Okay. Okay, so the last part that we're going to measure is just some measurements on your thumb. So we're going to start with, we're going to have that hand sideways with the thumb facing up, and I want you to drop that thumb across towards the wall and open it up as wide as you can. Perfect. I'm just going to take a measurement. Okay, and then from here I want that hand flat on the table. Open up that hand as much as you can. Okay, and then from here what I want you to do is bringing that arm back up, or that hand back up flat. We're going to bend that thumb down, and I'm just trying to take a measurement at this joint. Sucker. Okay, and then from then you can bring that thumb back up, and we're going to take a measurement at that joint. Okay, and then the last one I want to see is just if you can touch that thumb to each finger. Okay, good. Okay, so for the second part of our assessment, what we're going to do is some basic testing of your muscles just to see how strong your muscles are in your hand and your wrist. We're going to start at your wrist joint. So what I want you to start with, just laying that hand flat on the table. And if you can, you're going to flex that wrist. Good. Okay, from here, what I want you to do is tilt that wrist slightly to that pinky side. Okay, good. Okay, going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, we're going to bring it back center. Now I want you to twist it as much as you can towards that thumb side, which probably won't be too much. Okay. You're going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to lie the forearm flat on the table. I want you to lift up. And the same thing, we're going to tilt that hand over to the pinky side. Okay, you're going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, and then we're going to tilt it in. And what I want you to do is lean in slightly. And you can actually bend that elbow a little bit when you lean in. There you go. Perfect. I'm going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Okay, and then we're going to straighten back out. And again, we're going to hold that position. We're going to do one more. Twist that arm kind of towards the thumb side again. There you go. Okay, good. Hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, so for this next one, what I want you to do is line the hand up sideways for me. And if you can, we're going to flex that hand in. Okay, so from here, what I want you to do is hold that position. Don't let me move you. Okay, and keep holding it. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to bend it back. Okay, now what I want you to do is just hold that position. Don't let me move you. Okay, if you can lean forward slightly for me again. I'm going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, straighten up. Just hold it one more time. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, so for the next muscles that we're going to test, we're actually going to test some of the muscles that bend your fingers. So what I want you to start with is laying that hand flat on the table for me. Good. So I'm going to hold down your fingers, and I'm just going to ask you to try to bend each one individually. So I'm going to hold down these fingers. Okay, so what I want you to do at this joint is bend that finger for me if you can. And then you're going to hold it, bend it, hold it. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay. So I want you to bend that middle finger. Hold that. Don't let me move you. Good. Straighten it back out. Okay. Hold that. Bend that finger. Okay. Gonna hold that. Don't let me move you. Okay. Straighten back out. Okay. Gonna bend that finger, that little pinky finger. Gonna hold that. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay. So the next one, I'm just gonna hold it one joint down. Same thing as before. I want you to bend that little top part of your finger. Just hold that. Don't let me move you. Good. Straighten it back out. Okay. Going to bend that little finger and the middle finger. Going to hold that. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay. Bend that tip of that ring finger. Hold that. Don't let me move you. Straighten it all the way out. Okay. Going to bend the tip of the pinky finger. Hold that. Don't let me move you. Good. All the way out. Okay, and the last one we're going to do in this set for your muscles that flex those fingers, you're going to try to bend those fingers at this joint, but we want to keep the fingers themselves straight. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to hold that position. I'm just going to resist right here, and you're just going to hold those fingers straight for me. Good. Good. Okay, so the next muscles that we're going to measure are actually the muscles that straighten your fingers out. What we're going to do is place that front part of the arm flat on the table, and I want you to bend up and kind of make a claw with those hands. Okay, good. Okay, so what I want you to do is just hold that position. I'm going to go through each finger and apply resistance, and you just don't let me move each finger. Good. Good. Okay, from here on this next one, we're going to make the longhorn sign for me. There you go. Okay, and we're going to pretty much be doing the same thing. I'm going to, again, just hold you, and you're just going to apply resist against the pressure that I applied to you. So we're going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, so for the next couple muscles that we're going to test, we're actually going to test the muscles that bring those fingers together and those muscles that spread the fingers apart. What we're going to start with is just by placing that arm flat on the table again, hand down. I want you to spread those fingers apart for me. Okay, and again, I'm just going to apply pressure at different points, and I just want you to hold the position and don't let me move you. Good. Okay, so on the next one, we're going to bend that hand upwards. Okay, on this one, we're going to hold those fingers together. Again, I'm just going to apply resistance. I want you to try to keep those fingers together. Good. Okay, so for the next part of the manual muscle testing, we're just going to test some of the muscles that basically work on your pinky. So we're going to start with, it's going to have that forearm flat against the table again. And what I want you to do is just try to lift that pinky up. Okay, I want you to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, then we're going to flip that hand over. I want you to open up that pinky as wide as you can get it. Good. And I want you to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, and on the last one, we're going to flip that hand over again. I want you to try to touch your pinky to your thumb. Okay, good. You're going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Okay, and this last part, we're going to test the muscles that move your thumb. So what I want you to start with is placing that hand sideways on the table again with that thumb up. What I'm going to do is hold this part of your thumb, and all I want you to do is bend that top part down. Okay, you're going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, I'm going to grasp a little bit lower. What I want you to do is try to straighten that thumb down if you can. Okay, again, you're going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, let's straighten that finger up. Okay, so for this next one, you're just going to try to hold the finger straight for me. I'm going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, hold a little bit lower. Again, I'm going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, for the next one, what I want you to start with, we're going to lift that hand up in the air for me. And I want you to straighten out. We're going to try to bring that thumb in towards the hand and hold it as tightly as you can. And you're just going to hold that position. Don't let me spread these fingers apart. Good. Okay. And we're going to bring the palm down on the table for me. And what I want you to do is open that thumb up as much as you can. Good. And I want you to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay, and from here, we're going to turn that hand sideways. And I want you to bring that thumb out as far as you can comfortably bring it. Going to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. And then for the last one, we're going to turn that hand over. We're going to bring that thumb to that pinky. Good. And I want you to hold that position. Don't let me move you. Good. Okay. Well, after looking over all of your measurements, it looks like everything's in a normal range, so you will not be requiring any OT at this time. So it's nice meeting you.